At the moment, the problem of the power plant is political and technical at the same time. Is your suggestion, a solution for both, or just a technical environmental solution?
We would call it actually an alternative to the technical solutions of the EC, which is in fact a gentle solution for the Danube problems, which could be carried out politically much easier. In fact, the WWF solution calls for the formation of sediments and the collection of sediments, sediment bodies in the Danube bed in the form of sandbars and artificial islands, which would be much simpler actually than the building of artificial weirs in the Danube bed. This solution would in essence slow down and dam up the flow of the Danube, but at the same time it would allow for the river's continuum. The slowed and higher level of water in the Danube would allow the water to gain access into the reopened side arms without the use of the submerged weirs, which they have proved on the Rhine which to be ineffectual. For example, from the standpoint of groundwater, the submerged weirs cause serious problems. They actually do not improve or show any benefit for the groundwater situation. This is because the groundwater always adjusts to the level below the weirs, and above the weirs there's a problem with sedimentation, and this causes, in essence, the Danube bed to be plugged up, and the interaction between the ground and surface water is therefore interfered with.
Is it a short or a long-term solution?
The WWF proposes a short-term solution which would involve the collection of these sediments, which would be, in essence, much cheaper than the submerged weirs, could be accomplished much more quickly because it doesn't involve such a great encroachment such as with the submerged weirs, and it is politically more feasible. Then they have a long-term solution which involves it's actually continuing on this short-term concept, but it's hinged on the very important fact that more water must be discharged into the Danube bed, at least 66%, and at least what the Slovak prerequisites in the 19 conditions call for. This is, in the vegetation period, a minimum of 1,300 to 1,500 cubic meters of water per second, and basically several floods per year. The deficit with this concept, with this 66%, there would be a deficit of water. This could be replenished through the artificial raising of the Danube bed. This would be done by laying down a layer of 1 to 2 meters thick of sediments, gravel, and rocks, which would, in essence, raise the entire bed and allow it to access the reopened side arms. And it would be a more ecologically friendly solution because it preserves the river's continuum. The fish can migrate, the organisms can migrate freely between the floodplains and the Danube. There wouldn't be the problem with eutrophication and colmation, and the groundwater problem would, in essence, be resolved because there wouldn't be this problem of the plugging of the bed, which relates to the sedimentation and colmation in the bed.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.